A Russian warship, the Moskva, the one that Ukrainian soldiers told to F off, sank. The Russians say, and the Russians are liars, but the Russians say it sank on its own. Can you offer some clarity and evidence as to what happened to that ship?
We know that it is gone. For us, it is a serious weapon against our country. That is why the fact that it sank is not a tragedy for us. I want you and everyone else to know that. The less weapons the Russian Federation who attacked our country has, the better it is for us, the less powerful they are. This is all, and it is the most important thing. And what happened to it? Time will tell.
The new Russian offensive in the east, in the Donbas, could start any day. Your administration officials have warned that it could look as big as World War II. You won the Battle of Kyiv. Are you going to win the fight for the Donbas?
For us, the battle for Donbas is very important. It is important for different reasons. For the reason of safety, first of all, our grouping that is located in Donbas is one of the best military we have. It is a large grouping, and Russia wants to encircle them and destroy them. It is nearly 40,000 people. It is 44,000 professional military men who survived a great war from the beginning of 2014. This is why it is very important for us to preserve that part of our army that is one of the most powerful. This is why it is very important for us not to allow them to stand our ground, because this battle, and it can happen, so there will be several battles, and we don't know how long it is going to take, it can influence the course of the whole war. Because I don't trust the Russian military and Russian leadership. That is why we understand that the fact that we fought them off, and they left, and they were running away from Kyiv, from the north, from Chernihiv, and from that direction, it doesn't mean if they are able to capture Donbas, they won't come further towards Kyiv. That is why, for us, this battle is very important for many reasons. It is very important to win this battle.
The director of the CIA warned that he's worried Putin might use a tactical nuclear weapon in this fight. Are you worried?
Not only me. I think all over the world, all the countries have to be worried, because you know that it can be not real information, but it can be truth. Because when they begin to speak about one or another battles or involves enemies or nuclear weapons or some chemical, issues, chemical weapons, they should do it. They could do it. I mean, so they can. For them, life of the people is nothing. That's why we should think, not be afraid. I mean, that not be afraid, be ready, but that is not the question to Ukraine, and not only for the Ukraine, for all the world. I think so.
There is a possibility of them using these weapons. Nobody expected there to be a full-scale invasion of Ukraine from the Russian Federation. No one expected there to be a war in 2014. And now that there will be a full-scale invasion and killing of civilians, nobody expected them to invade the areas where there is no military equipment and just kill and shoot dead the civilian population. Nobody expected that. But this is a fact, and it happened. And that is when Russia gives information and says if something goes not according to plan, they can use chemical weapons and their nuclear potential. And that is why I believe these are dangerous claims of untrustworthy people. And if we believe some of them are already untrustworthy, then they can use nuclear weapons.
How bad are things in Mariupol, and what can be done to help the people of Mariupol?
The situation is very difficult in Mariupol.
It's clear that things won't get better. With each passing day, it's growing more unstable. Unfortunately, it is difficult for different reasons. I will not talk about the cruelty with which the Russian authorities have treated Mariupol, the Russian military. There are two components. No one knows how many people died among the civilian population. If anyone gives you a figure, it would be a total lie. Hundreds of thousands were evacuated. Several thousand, tens of thousands, were forced to evacuate in the direction of the Russian Federation. And we do not know where they are. They've left no document trail. And among them are several thousands of children. We want to know what happened to them, whether they are in good health. Unfortunately, there just isn't any information on this. And regarding what population has remained there, we also don't have a definitive answer. One day they say there are 50,000 or 60,000 left there. And then another day, someone says 100,000. And now we have information that perhaps 10,000 people have died there, all civilians who stayed. We're talking about civilian deaths, not military.
And we heard about 5,000 children deported from this region to Russian side because they didn't allow them to go to the Ukrainian side, I mean the Ukrainian control side yet. That's it, so we don't know what is with that children. Where are they? Nobody knows. And so that is, and that's why I said that the question is more than difficult and more than complicated. So there are a lot of information which we have to check and which we don't know exactly.
Do you have any idea how many Ukrainian soldiers or Ukrainian civilians have been killed?
As of now, based on the information we have, because it is very difficult to talk about civilians, since south of our country, where the towns and cities are blocked, Kherson, Berdyansk, Mariupol, further east, the area to the east where Volnovakha is, etc. We just don't know how many people have died in that area that is blocked. Let's take Volnovakha as an example. Volnovakha and other towns are empty. They are all destroyed. There are no people there, so it's difficult to talk about it now. As to our military, out of the numbers we have, we think that we lost 2,500 to 3,000. In comparison with the Russian military, who lost about 19,000 to 20,000. That's the comparison. But we have about 10,000 injured, and it's hard to say how many will survive.